when it comes to primary targets in reality-based self-defense systems, especially Krav Maga, the groin is one of them. I can understand why a lot of these systems incorporate the groin as a primary target. The reason being is because it's one of those parts of the body that can't be, strengthened. The thing with me, though, is that it's not a primary target for me. My two primary targets are the eyes and the throat. The reason why the groin for me is not a primary target is because if the person's under the influence of some drug or alcohol or just a deeply disturbed individual, they may not feel pain. And there was a case in America or Canada or some place up there in the world. Canada's basically America, except they're not armed. And there was a cop that kicked a man so hard in the testicles that apparently blood was trickling from his shorts. But it didn't drop the guy. What did put the guy down was when this cop had to dig his thumbs in the guy's eyes and then drag him down to the ground and then arrest him that way. But here's the thing with the primary targets that I've chosen, eyes and throat. Now, regardless if they can feel pain or not, if I take away their sight, well, I've taken away their sight, so I've got an advantage now that they don't. And the moment I disconnect from the person, well, I can make a getaway, and because as far as I'm concerned, if you cannot see, you cannot fight, or at very least not effectively. As well as the throat. If I crush the windpipe, you can't breathe. Again, you can't breathe, you can't fight. You can't even fucking live if you can't breathe. So anyway, those are why those two things are my primary targets. Now, I'm not saying that if I can't reach the eyes, that I won't go for the groin. I mean, if that's the target that's like my only option, well, okay, if I can reach the groin, I could probably reach, stomach and other parts surrounding the groin. But my point is that if for whatever reason I can't reach the eyes or the throat, but I can reach the groin, yeah, why wouldn't I go for the groin? Everything else in the body, as I stated, is a secondary target, and I will go through that in order to get to the primary targets, if necessary. Sometimes it may not be necessary. I mean, if the groin is my only target and I hit that and I see that the person's doubled over, I might be able to push him away and then just run. But again, as far as primary targets go, the groin for me is not one of them, and that's my reason as to why.